Hey everybody, welcome to yopoptv special report. Basically, we're going over the NFTs that came out on Thursday. Steven's not here. I'm Robert. Steven's not here. I'm not used to doing this. I very rarely do mine by myself, but he doesn't like doing the information type of shows with the stats and stuff like that. He just likes opening up all the stuff and having fun with it. So basically what it is if you guys haven't heard, they burned 28,000 premium packs on this on the Stranger Things packs this last Thursday. That's 140,000 cards, approximately 18.667% of the entire run. So what does this do? So we're going to go over that real quick, just so you guys know where it sets, so you can make your decisions where to go, and you have all the facts and information. As you know, there was 25,000 premium packs, there were 75,000 standard packs, and a total of 750,000 cards. 28,000 standard packs were destroyed, which is 140,000 cards. Like I said, it was 18.667%, which leaves 610,000 cards. That sounds like a lot, but there is one set that was bigger and 4 of the sets that were about the same after modifications. So the one set that was bigger is still DC2. DC2, by the time it was done, it was still about 790,000 cards. So quite a bit more. And you've seen what the prices of those have gone. The other ones that are close to after they've been modified, well, actually, House of Dragons was supposed to be produced at the 600,000 level, but came in at 570, I think 525,000 or somewhere on there, because there was a part of the sets destroyed or boosters destroyed. And same thing with DC, you already know. The Avatar set and the Game of Thrones were also 600,000 approximate cards. Now this is based off of the modifications, okay? So what does this mean? What this means is that much cards were pulled out of the market. They're gone. So the redeemables equal to that number are also gone. So basically what we have is like the Dragon. The Dragon was supposed to be 1,106 produced, but after the modifications, there's only going to be a maximum of 900 that can be gotten. Okay, so 206 have been destroyed by losing those packs. Next, we have the legendaries. So you have Lucas, Mike, Dustin, and Will the Wise. Originally, there were supposed to be 3,000 of each one of these made, but 540 are being destroyed because of the packs being destroyed, and so there's only going to be 2,440 that will be able to go on the open market. Finally, the royalty, which is going to be nuts, is the Freddy is Eddie. There were supposed to be 3,600 of them made, but because of the cards being destroyed, there's 672 that won't be made or won't come out into the market. So there's only 28 that are going to be made, and not all the royalties get built. So 2,500 to 2,700 is up a good possibility. I wouldn't be shocked if it was below 2,500 because the prices have gotten outrageous. So things that got kind of crazy as far as prices goes. Beforehand, the packs just sold slow. I mean, they were slow. I think it took an hour and a half just for the premiums to sell out. And then they didn't sell out of the standards at 3 hours, and that's why they destroyed some of the packs. I just want to go a quick comparison to other sets. Like I said real quick, House of Dragons was originally supposed to be 600,000 cards, but it turned out to be about 517, so it's just a little bit less. But still, even after the modifications, there's still I think that was about 13-14% of the set, so there's still about 750 of the grails produced. So this one's a little bit higher. It's not quite as rare as that, but when you go look at the other ones like DC2 had 202,000 cards, 210,000 cards destroyed, leaving 790,000 cards to do, and their numbers were outrageous. I mean, the only good one is the Grail, because by the Grail there was only 789 that was possibly made. But the others were just a super high number. Avatar, believe it or not, was 600,000. 600,000, and they did 2125 on the legendaries, 999 grails, but 4160 on the royalty. And the Game of Thrones was over 600,000 cards, 999 grails, 2,700 legendaries, and 4,500 royalties. So this one is one of the more popular royalties. So we'll get into that in just a sec. So how does this affect the whole thing? Well, in the beginning, things were kind of priced cheap. I mean, you could have bought any legendary card for about $30. You could have got the within the first few hours. You could have got the Grail card for $200 to $225, and then the royalty set you could have built for, I think it was around $120, $130. Now, this is just this is going to be what not even 48 hours. So let's see, 45 hours later. Okay, when this is being filmed. All right, you have the premium packs are already going for $51.20. The standard packs are already going for $16.56. You've got the Dragon, $298. Most of them are going for about the 300 range. That's actually the first one I've seen under in the last 12 hours or so. Then you got Will the Wise at 41. You've got Mike at 40. You've got Lucas at 38, and then you got Dustin is at 58. So Dustin was the biggest jumper out of the entire group. Will the Wise is a little bit low, but there's already one other Will of the Wise, and then Lucas seems to be the least popular out of the batch. But you're still talking over 28% increase just in a short amount of time. I think these cards still have room to grow some. They should be 45, because there's only, what did I say, 140 of them made, and that's if all of them get pulled in. So they're a solid $40 card. And the Dusty, which is Dustin, which is the most popular, I think, of the characters, should be at least hold its value. The big movers, I think, are still the Grail. The Grail is, like I said, is only going for about $300, based off of other Grails that have been produced at $900 or less. This should still be about a $350 to $400 card. And then finally, you've got, oh, there's the Dustin, $60 almost, is the royalty. So let's go over this real quick. All the packs that were produced already, okay, 82.11% have been either burned or opened. So we're down to less than 18% of the packs left. Okay, that leaves a very low number, because at 18%, I figure there's still approximately 200 or not 195 Grails still left, which is a little bit better odds than standard. When you first opened packs, it was like one in roughly 400. Now it's like in one in every 380. So you got a little bit better odds. Legendaries is the same way. And then we get to the royalty. Now the royalty set, like I said, has been the big one. It exploded, gone up in price, and it's going crazy. When it first came out, it says the lowest was $186.52, but I think if you would have got in right away, I saw people picking up cards for $7, which is $105. So they were building sets for $130, $140. Then it started gaining, and when it finally, in the first hour, when it hit Poppin' Stock, it was going for $156.52 if you were building the set based off of AH prices. And then it just started climbing, and after the 3-hour mark, when it destroyed some of the packs, because it means that there's only could be 3,000 at most being produced, and I guarantee this is going to be probably one of the most popular of the royalty Freddies that are out there from the NFTs, with it being less than 3,000, and it really just depends on where it comes in, but they've driven the price up to the roof. At one point, it got $354.46 to build a set. Right now, if you tried to build a set, it would cost you $279.85. So it's pretty crazy. Pack-wise, if you guys are pack hunters and you like opening packs, I say the premiums are a good deal. Or not the premiums, I'm sorry, the standards. Standards are at 16, 17, 18, 19, even $20. Based off of past, some of these other sets like House of Dragons, the DC2, the Avatar, the Game of Thrones, they were going with $30, $40 a pack by the end. And the premium packs, even at 51, I think is still a little bit low compared to where it should go. It should be about $65, $70 a pack. But then again, we'll go back to these other ones. Anywhere between $60 and $100 a pack. I think even Game of Thrones got up to $135 a pack at one point. So there's still a lot of room in the pack pricing to get in and try to get things done. So now's your time to buy, because I think it's just going to get more and more expensive as it goes. Remember, packs are disappearing. There's none coming back. So every time that this number up here keeps on dropping on the ones that are open and what's left, it makes a huge difference. And this is actually a lot more of open in the first 48 hours than I think in any of the other sets in the past. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, 83.28% of the premium packs. Now, the 81.73% of the standards is crazy, but compared to how many were actually produced, it's still like 70% plus, okay, of the ones that were actually sold. So, guys, that's the numbers. You can see the set. It's a good set. It's a solid set with a drop and so forth. You'll have to decide whether you figure it's worth spending the money going after the packs and paying a higher price to get them. I would recommend you just go straight out and buy the cards and just get it done. But then again, if you're a gambler or you just like to have that fun of mystery and stuff like that, then the packs right now are the best prices I think you're going to get them. Can they correct a little bit? Possible, but it's hard to say on this particular one. In the past, usually, yeah, they come down a little bit. You can see the premium packs come down to 40, 45, I think more maybe in the 45 area. The standards, I'd be shocked if they drop below 15 at any point. I think if you can get them for 17, 18, you're getting a good deal. Just go for it. And that's the way it sets. These these NFT cards, it's crazy how it works. Nobody wanted the packs when they were cheap, and now that the prices have gone up, they want them. But that's because the numbers changed. And while it's a good change, and I like the numbers a lot better the way they are now, this is the way the set should have been built in the first place. It should have been 50,000 standard packs and 25,000 premium packs and done, period. As far as as far as Funko goes, they need to get things figured out. A lot of bad things happening with the company lately. You got I want to say Moriarty, but it's not right. But the CEO is gone from the company now. Not good. The pack are not so much the packs. They've been doing weird things. If you look at the sets, the last 3 sets have done really well. But if you look at the 5 or 6 before that, they hadn't done so well. And then it's just things are too easy to get and stuff like that, and they're killing the collector's market. They keep calling themselves a fan-based company, but I think a lot of their fans are kind of tweaking out and going, just saying adios, because personally, I'm a soda biddy, an NFT collector. Oh, and I like the minis. Minis are just too hard to build, which kind of makes them fun to a point. But the market just doesn't seem to back them up. The sodas, you know what? I love the number sodas. Even when they're numbered high, 20,000, 25,000, I can live with that. Space Ghost, a little bit crazy at 35,000, considering how things have been in the past. But I can live with that as long as there's no international versions. It's only if there's one version straight across the market. It's the way it should be. But this unlimited run, chases are going for nothing. But, they just, I have a worry that they're going to destroy this in the same way. They need to change things up. They need to sit there and start figuring out how many cards they're going to make and solid their numbers. Make everything solid. Don't do this variation of 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. If you need to cover more legendaries, make more legendaries. You know what? Yes, it's going to cost you a little bit more money, but you can't tell me they're not making money off of this stuff. Plus, you're going to help it sell more. Okay? You would have sold the 75,000 packs, I think, personally, if you would have had one more legendary in there. Okay? And you would have kept the Grail at $9.99. I understand why you did the Grail at $11.06, but that's not what the people want. They're not looking for that nostalgia thing. Oh, that's when Will disappeared. A lot of them just don't care. They're collectors. They want just the piece. Okay, so it should have been done at a normal number, and I think that would have helped them sell a lot faster, in my opinion. So now that I got that done, you see the numbers. You'll have to use your own judgment call on whether you guys want to go for them or not. And that's all I have to say about that. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you're loving the NFTs. Like I said, we like opening them. We're not always happy with what we get, But, you know, like right now I'm still trying to get the 4th legendary in my collection, and I'm kind of debating whether I'm going to go for the royalty, because the royalty right now is just crazy at $289. That's just nuts. I heard there's one epic card by itself that I think is going for like 25 bucks now. I think it's a Dustin, you know, which is crazy. Oh. So I think those will come down a little bit, but hey, epic cards are crazy. It probably makes the back prices even better. But back to the end. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you on Tuesday.